BMB. B for bad, M for movie, and B for beatdown. Today we're looking at the ironically titled Hollywood Homicide, a buddy cop comedy starring Harrison, I'm way too old for this shit, Ford, and Josh Hartnett. Let's cut the crap for this episode and get right down to business because I suspect this will be a long one. The film begins after a lame opening gag, not even worth mentioning, with a rap concert. We see some shifty looking men preparing to do something ominous. One of the men in the club recognises one of the men and promptly gets the hell out of there. Don't alert anyone to the impending danger, will ya? Sure enough, the goons shoot up the performing rap group just as they leave the stage. This leads to the police getting involved, naturally. And the duo in this movie are Joe Gavilan, played by Harrison Ford, and Detective Cowden, played by Josh Hartnett. Their gimmick, because all good buddy cop movies have a gimmick, is that they both have secondary jobs. Gavilan is a struggling real estate agent, and Cowden is a yoga instructor. I hope you find this hilarious because that's the joke.
Rap group calls itself H2O Click. Don't ask me why.
Those wacky rappers and their band names. Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Write this down. Cheeseburger, well done. Raw onion, pickle, ketchup. Nothing else.
Nothing like a crime scene to give you the munchies for flame-grilled meat.
I see mayonnaise. Did anybody in this room hear me say the word mayonnaise? Read your notes. What does it say? Cheeseburger, well done. Raw onion, ketchup, pickle. You call that well done?
Movie, if you think that's funny, we're in for a very long ride.
In addition to the mayonnaise, I see lettuce. Lettuce that somebody tried to scrape off here. This is a disaster. Dump this for me, please. I expect better.
Is that meant to be a punchline? Does this movie even pick up on the same wavelength as funny? He got his burger wrong. So what? Gavilan finds a puddle of urine from our witness earlier, and Cowden finds a ring backstage. But who cares about that when we can have more hilarity from Harrison Ford?
You're sort of like looking for a new house?
That's what I said.
Jeez, look, in my other career, I'm a real estate broker.
Real estate broker.
Well, what you looking for?
I'm looking for a big house, not a penny more than 6.
6.
That's what I said, 6.
Million?
Yeah, hilarity. Ooh dear.
I was doing research. Research is not soliciting. I've never had to pay for sex. I have 4 BAFTA nominations. Evening, Gloria. Do you know who I am?
Was that Eric Idle? What the hell? Elsewhere, it appears that Gavilan has problems.
Portrait of Joe Gavilan. 7, 8 years ago, I sold off the results of my entrepreneurial efforts up to that point. 3 tanning salons and 2 original silk-tipped nail parlors in the Antelope Valley. And I started attending weekend real estate seminars at the Airport Hyatt. Pretty soon I had everything I've got tied up in this monstrosity on Mount Olympus at the corner of Hercules and, I shit you not, Achilles. So what's the problem? The problem is, if I don't score a big commission or get rid of this piece of shit on Mount Olympics, well, the word Titanic comes to mind.
Yeah, riveting stuff. You know, I paid to see an action comedy about homicides, not about f***ing real estate. Cock it! But Cowden has his own issues.
I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
I don't want to watch this movie anymore, but I've got to deal with it.
I want to be an actor.
You're gay, I can deal with that.
That's right, giggle over the punchline so I can barely hear it. And it was close to funny too.
Why do you want to do something stupid like acting?
Because it's my bliss.
Not judging by this performance.
Mr. Robert De Niro here.
Hey, detective. I know you're gonna say it's none of my business, but when's the last time you got laid?
What the hell? I mean, seriously, we're talking about acting one minute, and the next minute we're talking about Harrison Ford's sex life. I mean, seriously, that's like talking to a woman and then abruptly asking when her last period was. I mean, that's just gross. As it turns out, it was an awkward segue for this bit.
say it ain't so, Joe.
Hey, it works for Hugh Grant. But it turns out the prostitute is really an undercover agent. A transvestite undercover agent. The undercover cop tells Gavlin about the witness from the shooting.
Where it is, one guy slid out without a scratch.
Got a name or anything?
Yeah, K. Rowe or K. Mart.
K-Fed? No, he was too black to be Kevin Federline. Say, how about we have Harrison Ford dance to himself?
So take a good look at my face. You'll see my smile looks out of place. If you look close.
Judging by this performance, it appears that Harrison Ford is a reanimated corpse. Elsewhere, the two assassins from the club are collecting their payment.
Mr. Sartain, I'd like to thank the two of you.
Yeah, how about we give away the identity of the master planner 25 minutes into the movie, rendering the whole investigative part entirely pointless because it's a retread of what we already know. Sartain's man, Leroy Wesley, played by Dwight Yoakam, then kills the pair. Sartain himself, played by Isiah Washington, and Leroy then staves the bodies in an explosion.
Tell me something, man. You think Gavlin can figure this thing out?
Benny Macko's not going to let him. He'll take him down first.
Why would Benny Macko believe all this bullshit you've been feeding him anyway?
I've known Benny a long time. He graduated in the class right behind mine at the academy. We were rookies together in the same division. He's a politically ambitious suit. Listens to what I tell him.
Hold on a minute. Who are we talking about here, and why is he being described like a character profile? Because this is confusingly done, let me explain. Leroy, on Sartain's security, is feeding Benny, played by Bruce Greenwood, a cop who dislikes Gavlin, false information so that the pair will clash and the case will get lost. Of course, it might have helped if we knew who the hell Benny was at this point in the story. The following morning, who the hell is that? Did I miss a reel or something? Where did Cowden pick up that chick from? Oh, never mind, let's move on to the next bit. Oh, and look, we're being introduced to Benny in this scene. Right. Benny wants to search Gavin's locker for some reason, and they find nothing. Whoop-de-fricking-do.
You got a lot of lip. I got a lot of lip. Yeah, you do. I got a big nose, too.
A nose for crime, that is. Gavin the police dog, sniffing out crime, and the best real estate deals. And how about some clunky exposition?
Can't trust cops.
Your dad was a cop.
Yeah, he was killed in the line of duty under some bullshit circumstances. No one was held responsible and this case was closed.
The feds investigate?
Well, the word is they thought his partner was dirty, but that report's sealed.
I'm just going to explain my backstory in detail, even though being a cop you should already know about this.
Hey, Joe, listen, what I said last night about you getting laid, he's safe.
Oh. That hooker last night. That was a guy.
I don't need to know that.
That was a cop. That was a guy cop. A cop guy.
Just say it was an undercover cop. Why is that so hard? You know what this film needs? A completely random action scene that has no bearing on the plot. Bingo! Once we have that out of the way, we... Oh, God.
You men with your big clumsy fingers, may I have a drag on your cig?
Being a f***ing cop, he might be the first person to know that you're not supposed to f***ing read while you're f***ing driving!
You look like you raided some stylish shops in Paris.
Wait a second, you skipped a line.
So the pair make it to their destination without causing a major accident and interview Sartain, who is also the owner of H2O Click's label. Well, actually, only Gavlin interviews him because Cowden is getting down with his homies. Hey, Andre Benjamin.
Nasty.
If you think of anything more, you let me know, okay?
Sure. Detective. Yeah. What are you trying to sell me, some real estate?
You must be thinking, gee, the story's really picking up. Well, how about we stop that tiny fraction of momentum and have another tediously dull comic set piece about real estate, this time starring Martin Landau and his cheekbone-swallowing glasses. Don't you know have a homicide to investigate? It's Hollywood Homicide, not Hollywood beachfront property.
The kid who split the club.
Cairo, born Oliver Robideau.
That name ring a bell with you?
Motown singer.
Olivia Robideau. Used to sing backup from Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. We're finally getting somewhere.
Great! It's only been 45 minutes, things really should be getting somewhere. Cowden is sent to observe an autopsy. Okay, cue gross out gag in 3, 2, 1...
Ooh, sorry about that. There's some towels over there, Casey. We got a juicy one here.
He might be a gusher! Long story short, the ring Cowden found is from the 2 crispy assassins. But who gives a shit? We can have more real estate gags!
Beautiful home, huh? Cool crib.
It's me.
For crying out loud, you could cut the film in half without these bits. They just add side plots and side characters that make the film bloated. Get rid of them!
So, Julius, what do you think?
Okay. I'll go 5-5.
He's close to selling a house! Hooray! Gavilan visits Cowden, who is teaching yoga.
And it just...
Dirty boy! Gavilan gives Cowden the file on his father's death. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Exactly how many different subplots going on here? 20? And now, because someone obviously asked for it, we get some sexy scenes. So Cowden gets to sleep with a chick from his yoga class. But wait, who are they going to pair Harrison Ford up with? Oh right, I forgot to tell you about this. This is subplot 21. Gavilan is having a relationship with a radio psychic. And that's about it.
And with every passing minute, oh baby, so much joy wrapped up in it.
It's like watching your parents make out in front of you. Gross!
Bad cop.
We've all got this little weird thing we like to do in the bedroom, eh?
And who you taught me the meaning of it.
Maybe later. This has to rank as one of the most unsexy sex scenes ever. I think the sight of Harrison Ford chowing down on a donut mid-coitus has put me off sex for life. Thanks, movie. The following morning, Gavilan reads the post-coitus newspaper. Must have been a slow news day. We're reporting on the fact that there's nothing to report. In fact, I've actually got the newspaper here. Okay, right, let's see here. Their top story is, Harrison Ford eats donuts during sex. That's just f***ing nasty. Yeah, what the hell is wrong with you, and what the hell has happened to your career? Yeah, my sentiments exactly. And just to make things even more complicated...
They know it's over.
Benny's in denial. He's hanging on like a mongoose.
Benny Macco? Benny the executioner Macco?
That sounds like my Benny.
He's the guy who's trying to bury me, for Christ's sake. Does he know about us?
Of course not. And who cares? It's over. We're finished.
Guys aren't like that, honey. Guys keep score.
Jesus, I think I need a flowchart to explain the plot. Elsewhere...
The deal's off. I want $7 million.
7. Yeah.
I won't go a penny over 6.5.
Asshole.
Enough! For Pete's sake, spare me! I didn't care an hour ago, and I don't care now! The duo pay a visit to Olivia Robideau. You know, the thing that they should have done 20 minutes ago. But unfortunately, Cairo makes a run for it. Which leads to... Because that's funny, right? I mean, there's not like a bridge, which would have been much faster. Oh wait, yes there is!
Jesus Christ, man! Get out of the water!
Oh, come on already! So we get a wacky chase section where Cairo continually jumps or falls into water as Cowden pursues him. Running is faster than swimming! Thankfully, Gavilan ends the chase, but the annoyance isn't over yet.
I ain't no snitch, and I ain't no bitch. I ain't got to tell you shit.
Well, you shut up!
For all of us, please. They take him to the harbour to rough him up a bit, I think. I don't know, because before anything happens, Sartain's men try to assassinate Cairo. Exactly how they knew they were going to be there is due to poor scripting. And they know Cairo was the witness because...
Somebody wants you dead! He okay?
Yeah, he's okay. He just pissed his pants.
Just like at the crime scene. Delightful. But of course, trust all of that to be pointless because we can just get his mama to explain everything.
The young men that got shot, all were rappers since they were little boys on the street corner.
and they all want to be with Antoine Sartain and Sartain Records. After a few albums, they want to go out on their own. And they find out the record producer's keeping all the money, the way it's always going to be in the music business. Sartain goes to the joint for a while. Klepto, the first to rebel. Tell Sartain, I'm going to hire a lawyer to get out of my contract I signed in high school. Sartain get out of jail. You know what happened next.
You telling me Anton Sartain had his own groups killed because they wanted to go off on their own?
Makes a powerful statement to anybody thinking about breaking a contract, don't it?
Right, so Sartain is killing groups that are going off on their own. Yeah, no one finds it suspicious that all these groups that were on the same label are getting killed. So, shock horror, the pair do some actual investigating, and it turns out that Leroy has a history with Cowden.
Officer Calden and his partner, Officer Leroy Wasley, working undercover, cocaine buy, standoff developed. Officer Calden was shot twice in the chest. Suspect got away with $100,000. Some suspicion that Officer Wasley may be involved with the drug dealers. After an exhaustive 4-month investigation, the case against Officer Wasley was dropped due to a lack of evidence.
Joe, I want to kill him.
But that's not all.
Wasley wasn't the only backup. There were 3 uniformed officers out in the alley. One of them came into the room to find out, oh my God, look at this name. Bernard Macco. Wasley and Macco, Macco and Wasley. Something's going on here.
Gee, we only knew that an hour ago. That night, oh Jesus.
Please don't put the cuffs on me.
Please, no donuts.
If I take my ginkgo, I can still remember where I put the Viagra.
Meanwhile, Benny has found out about Gavilin's exploits with his woman and has internal affairs arrested, which leads to the film's comedic high point. Or low point, as you might look at it. Gavilin and Cowden are both being interrogated. Cowden hilariously starts doing meditation during his, because that's meant to be funny, whilst Gavilin's phone never stops going off. In fact, it keeps going off during the film, and it's bloody annoying. I mean, that's so unprofessional. You never see me doing that. Speak of the devil. Buck. Alright, you know I'm kind of in the middle of something here. Alright. Is it really that much of an emergency? Alright. Sorry folks, I've got to go. There's some place that's calling me. I'll be back in a second.
A, B, C. Always be closing. AIDA. Attention, interest, decision, action. Got that, dick face?
You wanted to see me?
I have been informed that you have not closed a deal in months, Mr. Buck.
Speak English?
I'm saying you're gonna be fired.
Wait, you can't do that to me! I've got my balls back, man. I'm ready to do the Dutch. Hold on a sec. Hello? Oh yes, I was just talking about you. Look, can you call back later? No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. Alright, take care. Bye. My mum. Listen.
You're fired.
What?
You heard me. Out on your ass. Go on home. Go out and looking for employment. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavours. Adios, amigo.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
So after that, the comedy continues, as Gavilin takes endless calls on his phone. Firstly, why does Gavilin still have his phone on him during the interrogation? Secondly, why doesn't the interrogator take it off him before the next call? And Cowden?
Oh, yoga. That's great.
Right. Maybe we should cut back to Gavilin.
And you know it!
To be fair, that isn't the most disturbing thing that Harrison Ford has done in this movie. Back on the investigation, it turns out that no one has seen Sartain for the last 24 hours. So Gavilin has one trick up his sleeve. His psychic girlfriend, of course. Who Who needs evidence when we can use untested speculation?
This is ridiculous. What are you doing?
I'm getting centered, and if you don't leave me alone, there's...
Joe, just leave her alone for a second.
Flip a coin, make some shit up. I don't...
It was your bloody idea in the first place. Besides, she's your girlfriend, so act a little bit nicer, why don't you? But it looks like she's got something here.
We're here.
Here?
Yep.
That looks so great on me.
Ruby, I'm nice to see you.
I love that. How much is it?
Wow, what a bitch. They go outside when, by the power of plot contrivance, Sartain shows up. Cue the car chase! Go!
You got it! Go! I'm going!
Finally, some action in this supposed action comedy. But that doesn't mean we can't skimp on the comedy side.
Gavilan? Yeah, Jerry. No, I can talk. We'll take 6-9 now.
Estate agent jokes, only marginally funnier than accounting jokes. And how about we take the chase to Hollywood Boulevard for another pointless cameo, this time from Robert Wagner, having his hand put into cement. Carden ends up having a near accident, so Gavilan gets behind the wheel, but not for long. Whoa, we're gonna hand it to the stunt team, that's quite a raspberry. So they've just had a major car crash, and there's a gunfight breaking out, but Robert Wagner's ceremony is still going on? What the hell? Carden goes after Leroy whilst Gavilan goes after Sartain.
Police! Police!
That's why it's still going on, not telegraphed 2 minutes ago. Carden continues to...
Holy shit!
Jesus, I give props to Josh Hartnett. Ow! I mean, it's pretty clear he was meant to land on the canvas, and when he missed they had to work the goof into the movie. But the chase between Leroy and Carden continues as we get another car chase. Carden grabs a car with a family in it, who are panicking and crying in terror. This is apparently funny and not upsetting.
We're gonna die. I know we're going to die.
Yes, actually, we will die.
No, we're not going
I don't mean right now.
Really not funny, that's kind of cruel. Elsewhere, Gavilan isn't having as much luck as Sartain gets away on a subway train. So he grabs a little girl's bicycle? Thankfully, not for long. I feel sorry for Harrison Ford's stunt double about now. Gavilan exchanges for a cab. Back on the other chase, Carden manages to catch up Leroy so he don't have to put up with the hilarity of traumatising children. And speaking of catching up, Gavilan catches Sartain and they chase each other onto a rooftop. Christ, how long does this go on for? I mean, I know there's been some really great stunts here, but this is getting very tedious now. You know what else is tedious? This subplot about real estate.
Hey, cop, what about 675? I don't think that'll do it! Got a penny more!
Jerry, I've just been with Julius. I've twisted his arm. I have a firm offer for 675. You will. Oh, that's fantastic.
He sold the motherfucking house! Yay! Carden's not so lucky, however.
Please don't kill me! I don't want to die, okay? My father was your partner. Just please, God, just don't shoot me, okay? Please!
Shut up. Your daddy didn't beg when he got shot.
Just don't.
That was a great performance. I mean, I especially like the part where you talked about killing my father. But it's okay. Because I got it all right here. See that? Your confession and my performance all on one tape.
A tape recorder? Are you shitting me? I mean, seriously, where did he pull that out from? His ass? But now, on to the big fight of the movie between Gavilan and Sartain. And there's no way someone of Harrison Ford's age would take a licking like he has in the last 20 minutes and keep on ticking. But it's actually quite a well done action scene. Right up until... Well, that was a lame anticlimax. But wait a minute, we still have several plot threads hanging, like Benny!
Shut up and turn around, Benny!
What?
Cuff his ass and take him downtown.
What are you talking about? Get your hands off me!
What? What the hell is he getting arrested for? Hello? Did I miss something here? And how about that performance of a streetcar named Isiah? I sure hope you didn't forget about that, did you?
You suck. Sit down. Have some respect or I'll kick your ass.
Stella, oh baby, don't ever leave me there.
Crazy hijinks. So they head off to their new crime scene and mercifully the movie ends. This movie's a complete mess. It's an action comedy where the action's only in the last 20 minutes and the comedy is painfully unfunny. It tries to do too many things at once and with way too many subplots. The satirical edge about them having multiple jobs isn't funny and it becomes really, really annoying, particularly those bloody real estate gags. The film would have worked far better as a straight action movie, because that closing section is actually quite well done, despite it going on for way too long. Allegedly, the script was going to be a drama, but Tupac's friends complained and it was retooled into a comedy, which no doubt explains why some of the humour is so forced. The film also has some hideous test screenings, so you had to rewrite some of the film, which is why a lot of it doesn't make sense either. This was a project doomed from start to finish, and as you might have guessed, it flopped. Big time. Well, that's all we have time for, excuse me. Hello? Yeah, can you let me finish this for a second? I'm Matthew Buck, being down bad movies everywhere. Mum!
Skunkdelic. Yeah. Hey. Guess who's back? D-Mac. Lay low. Ain't riders. Don't get no back.
I just want to pay the mortgage and escape with my dick still attached to my body.